Okay, let's review quiz number 9. So the fastest and easiest way to enter notes into your sequencer is to play them. Even if you're not a skilled keyboardist, that's still going to be one of the fastest and easiest ways to get you started down the road, and then we can manipulate those things. And one of those things is aligning your rhythms to a predefined grid. We call that quantizing. So you quantize the notes, sometimes just the beginnings of the notes, sometimes the beginnings and ends. Quantize those to a predefined grid, whether it is the bars and beats, usually, or it could be time. Okay, good. So the problem then sometimes becomes that we sound a little too robotic, a little too square, a little too much on the beat, where we don't want that. So you can adjust two parameters with the strength of the quantization and the sensitivity of the quantization. And it comes down to strength is usually a percentage. So if you do 50% strength of a quantize, it's going to move it half the distance to being on the beat from how far off it is. Sensitivity is deciding how close is close enough. I guess we could sometimes put that maybe in milliseconds. And if it's within 5 milliseconds of the downbeat, we're not going to quantize it. If it's more than 5 milliseconds before or after the downbeat, then it does get quantized. Strength and sensitivity. Okay, now how do you judge whether you have successfully quantized or not? That is to listen. Listen back to the playback, and if it sounds right, it is right. If it's too robotic, it's wrong. If it's too offbeat, it's wrong. It's only once you listen to it that you can determine whether it's right or not. Don't just trust your eyes. Don't just trust, hey, I hit the quantize button. Everything should be good now. All right, and the last point is that audio, that MIDI is not the only thing that can be quantized. Audio can also be quantized. It can be time manipulated, but there are some limitations to that. If we had time in class, we probably went over cutting up the audio, and you can quantize the different regions, or using elastic audio if we were in Pro Tools. Okay, so thank you very much.